Phones are getting too expensive for the average consumer. The $3,000 iPhone X was a dumb idea, and the $2,500 Samsung Note 8 is not much better. Tesla is the company that can best take on Apple and other phone makers. Tech maven Elon Musk is determined to get Tesla out on the smartphone market of its debt by 2022, and if he succeeds, he may start to make more affordable phones soon too. Hello guys, welcome back to your favorite channel of new technologies. Before we begin today's show, you may want to turn on the notification bell for endless good luck this year. Let's commence. It is obvious to most people that the smartphone industry needs a shakeup. The current leaders, mainly Apple, Samsung, and Google, are all making devices that are expensive and not very different. They are all using their operating systems, which cost them millions of dollars yearly to maintain. Tesla has announced that they will be releasing a new smartphone company that will cost only $2.1 billion and it will be cool. The main feature of this phone will be an app that lets you take a picture of anything and then the phone will turn into a small version of whatever you want it to be. This could also be one of the best ideas in the history of the smartphone industry. The factory produces models for their new line of cell phones. The news has sent shockwaves throughout the industry as it seems to indicate that Tesla may be on the verge of a breakthrough. The PI, which stands for Personal Internet Device, is an entirely new idea on the phone market. It's not a smartphone, but rather a phone without any 3G capabilities. Instead, it relies on Wi-Fi and 5G connections. This is important because data usage is much cheaper when you're using a phone via Wi-Fi or a 5G network instead of using your cell service provider. The PI is also unique in its design. Instead of the traditional flat touchscreens, the PI features 4 concave touchscreen displays that are quite literally in your palm. The screens are only 5mm thick, so they have to be flexible to work with the design. Though this makes them more expensive to produce, Tesla claims that it will allow for much greater screen resolution and clarity than any other phone currently on the market. The PI will also come equipped with an accelerometer and gyroscope, so you'll always know where you're holding it relative to your face. The phone is not much different from the previous version, save for adding one more camera lens at the back and rearranging them. This is what a common user might think when they have bought the new Tesla smartphone Model Pi. There's another way of looking at it. What have we got apart from the camera lenses? AI with machine learning that can be customized to your needs, a screen that can be adjusted to suit your eyes, a battery that can last longer, an operating system that is faster and more efficient, and a processor that takes commands more responsively. There are many other features, but these are the high-end ones. It is not until you open the box, take out your new shiny Tesla smartphone with quad camera lenses and get your hands on it that you can figure out what the new features are. The second thing you will notice is that the Model Pi has a longer battery life and lasts longer between charges. Then you might say, hey, the phone can automatically detect whether I am at home or away and save power accordingly. That's nice, but it is not something that makes my life easier. But then when you open your email app, you will find another new feature, an option to send a message directly to your friend's timeline. Now this is awesome. Imagine how much time you can save by sending a group text with this cool feature. The Pi is indeed a powerful phone with a massive battery and cutting-edge features. On the other hand, the price tag is now much higher than that of its predecessor. The new model's price starts at $259. If you want to add cellular connectivity, you will have to pay an extra $100. The phone is also available for purchase via various subscription plans, including AT&T's Next plan for $50 per month with trade-in. Pi has essentially the same design as its predecessor. It still has a curved screen display but with a larger 6.3-inch Quad HD Plus Super AMOLED Infinity display with dual front cameras that allow you to create bokeh or blurred background effects on your selfies. It also boasts of a high-end processor, great camera features, and features originally introduced on Samsung's Galaxy S9 phones such as AR emoji, which allows you to create 3D avatars of yourself using facial recognition technology. The solar panels on this device are behind the glass surface, which becomes stronger when you expose it to light, so it can withstand more pressure. This means that the phone is not changing color when you turn it in the sunlight, but the strength of the glass does change and that makes it look like the color changes. Tesla's photochromic coating doesn't change color. It gets darker when exposed to photons, but that doesn't happen in sunlight. It happens anywhere. A picture of the phone sitting on a table will show no difference between the color of the phone under normal light and sunlight. A photochromic coating is a polymer that turns from transparent to color in response to light. The coating can be used on windows so that they become dark when exposed to bright light and then turn back to transparent when the light fades. It's not surprising that they have gotten a lot of attention for this phone. The concept is interesting, a solar-powered smartphone is something new, and people will want to buy one. But I think that Tesla has fallen into a common trap. They've made a big deal out of what is essentially just an interesting gimmick. Tesla has made a lot of solar-powered charging systems for its phone. I can confirm that it works as I was able to charge the phone with a window-mounted solar panel during a recent week in New York. But there's more to this phone than just this gimmick. If you do not want to use a charger, you can also connect your phone to a computer or USB port using a cable. This will charge your phone, though at a slower rate than via solar power. Its Tesla Phone 5 5G 2022 Starlink connection is another matter. It's one of the Heretic's more interesting ideas. Tesla Phone Pi 5G 2022 Starlink connection is a conceptual model that imagines the internet as a physical object like an electric cable. Our current internet access systems are based on radio and light waves, which have their advantages but also present some significant disadvantages and limitations. The first problem with our current way of accessing the internet is that we need to be within a few hundred miles of the communication satellite or radio tower. That's not much of a limitation for most people, but it does limit where and how you can live, work, and play. If you're in the middle of Kansas, for example, you can't get DSL or cable modem service for love or money. You're limited to dial-up or satellite. This limitation will be even more apparent in the future when we have ubiquitous wired and wireless connections that provide high-speed access to information and entertainment media. And if you want to live in a rural area where there are no broadband connections or where they're just not available, you'll be all but shut out from some of the most interesting applications. The prototype Tesla phone is Pi-powered and it uses a Neuralink phone brain. It doesn't look like much now, but it will be the size of a credit card in 5 years. This is not just my opinion. According to the latest Intel data, within 10 years, 95% of phones will be converted to neurally controlled phones. And this is only the beginning. The phone is just the start, and Tesla is planning to build an entire network of neuron-controlled devices, all communicating by direct neural link. The phone you carry around in your pocket will have the processing power of a supercomputer from 20 years ago, with access to terabytes of memory and unlimited bandwidth into the cloud. And that's just one device. I'm not saying this technology is perfect yet, that's what we're working on, but already thousands of people are using it for things like vision correction and motor control, and yes, even for things like telepathy. You can try it out too if you want, nothing is stopping you from building one yourself. With that, we come to the end of today's video. What do you think about this new Pi phone? Could this be a major leap towards internet speed liberation? Tell us your views in the comment section, like the video, and subscribe to get notified when a new video is out. Thanks for now.